Hi friends, welcome back to another tutorial. Let's get started. For this week's video, I'm going to share with you guys 5 makeup hacks that I've used over the past 9 years in my makeup career on clients, but also on myself. But also, these are hacks that your favorite makeup artists are probably using as well. Makeup by Mario, Patrick Todd, Mary Phillips, Hung Vang Ho, the list goes on. These makeup hacks are all little tweaks that you can use every day while you're doing your makeup that makes a huge difference in your overall makeup look. So stay tuned and let's get started. Now, these aren't going to be in any particular order, but the first one is going to be overhydrate under your eyes. Now I have on eye patches on right now. These are from Target. This is the brand. I like to wear them in the morning. I like to wear them if I know I'm going to be doing makeup application like right now for you guys. Also, I like the Diamond Glow. It's totally me. But aside from that, what I mean by overhydrating under the eyes is the skin under the eye is so thin that I think we should take extra care of it. After I let these soak in, I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of eye cream and let that absorb under my eyes as well. This is what I'm gonna be using. When it comes to makeup application and giving under the eye extra love is it prevents creasing with concealer. It also prevents any patchiness that might happen under the eye when we add on powder. It really gives that fresh, awake look that we're all looking for under the eye. When you apply your eye cream, you want to let it absorb under the eye for at least 1 minute. When you don't let your eye cream fully set under the skin and then you put your concealer on top, what can happen is it will become a moisture blob and then things will start just slipping and sliding and you don't want that. So let your under eye cream really settle in for at least 1 minute and then apply your concealer. If you don't have like a good eye cream that you're using, a milky toner works wonders as well. I used to do that on my clients all the time, especially ones who have oilier skin who don't really want to use an eye cream. I mean, everyone has the right to not want to use an eye cream. I would just do a milky toner instead. So lightweight, but will still give the hydration that is needed under the eye. Using a concealer that is hydrating works wonders. This is the one that I like to use. So overhydrate under your eye, use eye patches, eye cream, milk toner, whatever you choose, and a hydrating concealer that's gonna stay on all day to prevent creasing, cracking, and not slip and slide to the point where your eyeliner and mascara is all the way here through like midday. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that before. So that is number 1. Okay, moving on to makeup hack number 2, conceal below your contour. Now I mixed mine with a little bit of foundation because my concealer is a tad bit bright, but you can see even without me even blending from this side how it sticks out. And this side kind of still blends in there. But what this does is it solidifies and enhances that model cheekbone that we're all going for. So you can use a concealer or a foundation shade right below, and it's gonna lift your contour as well, which is what we want. You wanna lift it and sculpted contour. You want this part to be lighter and then this part to be darker again. So that sandwich. If you're unsure when it comes to contour placement, I always let people know, just do the 3. 1, 2, and 3, and you're good to go. A lot of these hacks are minuscule, but they make such a big difference in how your makeup looks overall. It makes your contour less muddy. It looks a lot more cleaner as well. I'm just tapping this in. Okay, now look at this side. It has the contour, but it does not have the cleanup that I did like I did on the other side. So I'm gonna just tap this in. So this is the side here that I cleaned up right under my contour, and then this side has nothing. It's very minute, but it does give that sculpted look more. See? And this side is just a little bit more flat. So clean up under that contour to not have a muddy look under there, but also give that sculpted you know, cheekbone model look. Use this hack, especially if you're going to be taking photos, if you know you're going to be on video for something. You'll thank me later. A flat foundation brush works best with this method here. However, if you have just a rounded one that's a little bit more fluffy like this one, I would just go in with a light hand, or you can just stamp on what you want to do. I'm a big advocate for stamping and tapping on your makeup. That way nothing moves and everything kind of just melts into the skin better, and also no like brush strokes. So if you don't have a flat foundation brush like this, or a traditional flat foundation brush like this as well, just go in with the light hand using a tapping motion. Now this here, that side looks a little bit lighter. So what I would do to fix that is go in with just a little bit more foundation, because this is concealer. So my foundation shade, and just tap that in so the contrast is not so apparent to where it's looking crazy. We don't want that. Okay, well, let's move on to number 3. Third makeup hack that will transform your makeup is lightly damping your powder puff before setting your makeup. Under the eye, on the face. If you take your powder puff or beauty blender, whatever, and just dip it in your powder and put it on dry, stop that immediately. What you're gonna do from now on is dip in, okay? I'm gonna take some setting spray and very lightly, one more. There you go, that's perfect. I'm gonna go like this. Perfect. And now I'm ready to set under my eye. This helps also on my forehead. So this actually helps make your makeup last longer, but also give that skin-like finish so your makeup doesn't look so flat. Careful not to wet your sponge too wet. You wanna just lightly damp it. So if you don't have a powder puff, these wedges work very well too. Look at the difference though. Do you see that? So it makes your makeup look smoother, which is what we want. We want smooth airbrush-like skin. And same thing with shimmery eyeshadow. It prevents it from looking clumpy. So wet your shadow brush. So I wanna show you guys here. So that has product on it. I'm going to wet it. So 2 sprays. Look at that. 1 swipe. Now that on the eye, beautiful. It's not clumpy, it's not falling everywhere with fallout. So if you do like using shimmery eyeshadow, damp your brush just a little bit before putting on the shadow. That's what I did with the shadow that I have on now. This also helps prevent creasing under the eye. So damp that sponge before setting in your powder, always. Now, tip number 4, I've repeated multiple times in my past tutorials because it's something that really works and lifts the face, which is cleaning up your edges. I like to use Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. I'm gonna dab this off, and I'm going to go ahead and go right under my eye here and go outwards to clean up the edges. Also, in my inner tear duct going towards the bridge of my nose. And what that does is not only lift and give that illusion of a nice, you know, model-like sculpted look, but also any fallout that you might have, it cleans it up. Let's say if you go outside your lip and you need to clean that up a little bit instead of starting over, a good cleanup really just takes care of that. Right in here, tapping away, going in with a light hand. Look at that. That's what we want. I like to go also under my lip here and go upwards. Tap, 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 and then I'm just gonna fade it out. Just like that. Before, after. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Before, after, there you go. I also do like going in the inner corner of my eyebrows because I feel like it just helps with that lift. Just a little bit more, I don't know if the word is carved out, but just lift it and a little bit more defined. Now, the very last makeup tip that will transform your makeup that I'm going to share with you, you've actually probably seen celebrity makeup artists do this all the time, and that is applying a finishing powder before your setting spray. Now, the best product for this, in my opinion, is right here. Laura Mercier setting powder. I have some product in there, you can't really see it, but what this does is it gives you that airbrush Facetune effect, but in real life. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take a small fluffy brush like this, or something like this. Basically a brush that's pretty loose that you can lightly disperse all over. That's not gonna be heavy because you are going to airbrush this on basically very, very lightly with the brush. So I'll use this one. Another product too, by the way, that's a little bit more budget friendly that I think works really well for this is this translucent powder by MCO. So this one I've been really liking. It's like $8 and it works very well, but it's a blurring powder too as well, and it's pressed. So shout out to MCO. So I do have product in here already, so I'm just gonna dip it in. That's my product. Some other makeup artists, what they'll do is they'll actually just put a pinch in there and just swirl it around like this and then go right ahead. I put a little bit too much product in there, so I'm actually gonna use the palm of my hand to swish. Just like so. And what you're gonna do now is you're going to use fast circular motions. I'm gonna go all over very lightly. And I'm doing this all over my face, which is why you want this to be translucent. All over, just like so. And what this does, again, a very minute hack, tip, whatever you wanna call it, but makes a really big difference in your overall makeup look. It just gives you that soft effect all over. Beautiful. I'm just gonna do a little bit more. It is important to do just a little at a time because the last thing you want is clumps of powder on your face after you've done your whole makeup. So again, a little at a time in fast, light, circular motions. That all over just soft glow all over the skin. So finishing powder, setting powder, a brush like this, that's nice and fluffy, disperse all over the face, okay? Now, if this video helped you in any way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way, we can wake up the algorithm gods to push this video out to more people. I will see you next week with another tutorial. But for now, as always, stay fabulous.